What is up, my trunk slamming friends? It's the final Spicy Monday of the year. A year ago, I started creating videos on this YouTube channel after about 8 years of only posting the same kind of content in text form online as an experiment. And here we are a year later, and well, it kind of took off. I got Spicy Monday merch. I got beanies, by the way, as well. I've got a number of other people on the channel now using the hashtag to post their thoughts. I really appreciate, because that was the whole point of this to begin with. Today, I wanted to cover really the very first topic that I ever covered in a Spicy Monday, and kind of bring it back for a year in review. With no further introduction, your MSP sucks. 2024 in review. The overall most common, most riling up thread style I tend to encounter on Reddit, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever. MSPs are terrible, or MSPs suck. Variations on this theme might be every other MSP around me sucks. MSP I took a client from sucks. My MSP sucks. Whatever. There's this recurring thread that MSPs suck. And a year ago, I said, and I kind of defended the point that MSPs don't actually suck, and you cannot go into anything with the premise that everyone around you is bad at whatever they're doing based on your sample size. Still stand by that, and I'd love to make another video about that. But instead, I said I'd revisit the topic, not rehash the topic. So let's talk for a minute about all the spicy reasons, year in review, somebody might feel that your MSP sucks, because it probably does, and that's okay. Here, year in review, are some of the reasons your MSP sucks. You don't charge enough. You accuse MSP communities of being gatekeeping. Your managed backups are sad. If you give away services to drive more business, you're an idiot. You don't have a pickle policy, and you don't standardize. Utilization is your favorite KPI, and it's bullshit. Best in class is horseshit. Have a ticket deflection policy. Your escalations suck. That's right, your escalations suck. Events need a balanced trifecta, and you're being a whiny bitch about vendors. You trust your BCDR vendors as though that's a thing. Automation and RPA, bullshit without people and process to back them up. You don't understand the burden of communication, and you think it's on your clients to understand you. You confuse imposter syndrome with the stuff that alpha idiots post all over social media. You don't do anything to filter out all the cold lead nonsense from SaaS vendors calling you, or alternatively, you filter all of it out. You don't manage your projects well, and you end up doing a whole bunch of reactive service tickets as part of them. Makes them not profitable. You don't have a laminated physical copy of your IR plan, or probably any of your other processes for that matter. You believe somehow in hustle culture, and that your employees are magically going to believe in that as well. You make HOS harder than it needs to be. You're handing out titles, especially bullshit titles, especially engineer. I'm sorry, I went to school to earn that title. Unless you went to school to earn that title, stop calling people that. Accountability and authority do not equate to good customer service. They are a part of it though. You're a solution looking for a problem. You forget to check your ego in business all the time. Where my incredibly small fish in a small pond at that don't know it. You think that incentivized referral programs are magic. You're wearing your parents' clothes as it comes to really any standard process or element of running your business. You think your distributor is a strategic advantage. You think that toxic employees started off toxic and have always been toxic, and you had no hand in that. You constantly fall for sampling bias when making decisions. You think Gen I is magic and is going to solve all the world's problems. We just have to slap it on to everything we do. You're confusing measuring effective with efficiency in terms of your profitability. Most recently, you're handing out a holiday bonus not attached to anything. There's certainly more to be spicy about over the past year, but those are all my top reasons that your MSP sucks. Well, I lied. I said I wasn't going to rehash what I did a year ago, but I'm gonna now. All of those reasons and a much longer list I could make for every single one of you watching. I could make a massive list of all the reasons why your company sucks, why it isn't good enough, why you failed this year, why things that you claimed you were going to do or thought you were going to do or thought you mastered, you didn't even come close to cresting just basic competency in. Probably the list of stuff that you suck at is way longer than the list of stuff that you're amazing at. And this would be a pretty depressing video to end the year on if that was the case. So I want to point something out, a point I made last year, and I want to make it again this year. I actually think that probably your MSP doesn't suck at all. In fact, I think you're actually probably pretty okay. Almost all of you don't suck. Given everything I just said, that may not make a lot of sense. But being that it is the final Spicy Monday of the year, you do need a little bit of a spicy hug. So I want to remind you of a couple of things. The first thing of why you don't suck is, well, first of all, you started a business and that business is still in business. And as easy as that is to do, it still isn't that easy. If you've already made it to $1 million in revenue, which I know isn't all of you and isn't easy to do, you've already made it to an elite club. Only about 10% of all small businesses in the entire United States make it to $1 million in revenue. So if you've done that, you don't suck. If you're on your way to doing that, well, you also don't suck because you're on your way to doing that. And that brings me to the next reason why you don't suck. Well, if you have employees, even if it's just one, you're paying somebody's ability to run their life, to learn more, to develop, to move up in this world. In my case, I finished an education, I bought a house, I got married, I have an awesome dog, and a series of MSPs, they did that for me. I mean, they didn't just hand me the money, but they supported me in being able to do those things. Then I was lucky enough to work for a series of vendors that continued to help me support those things. Odds are you're doing the same thing for at least one person. And whether that's one person, 10 people, 100 people, or you're huge and it's 800 to 1,000 people, that's pretty fucking awesome. And by definition, that does not suck. Here's my next reason why you don't suck. Well, if you're in business and you're making money, you have clients. And the fact that you're in business means that at least some of those clients like you and they're continuing to pay you. And the fact of the matter is you are enabling those people to run their businesses, to pay their employees, to support other families. What you are doing in your community, in your region, yeah, it's a business, but you are also enabling other businesses to live their dreams, build what they want to build, and let their employees grow their careers and live a life. That's pretty fucking awesome. And so by that definition as well, literally none of you suck. And I don't think that gets said enough, which is why I said it a year ago, and I'm saying it again now. You're running a business. That business is currently not out of business. You have clients. Those clients are paying you. You likely have employees. Those employees are being paid by you. These are all immutable measures of success. And you did that. Your team did that. Whoever you are at your MSP, you played a hand in doing that. That is successful. And yes, we can beat each other up about how terrible your processes are and how immature your thought leadership is on whatever you're doing and why your KPIs are dumb and why adjusted EBITDA is horseshit and allows shitty business owners to shove a bunch of nonsense under the rug. There's so many things that I can tell you why you're awful. That's all extra. And the basics, you're all doing it. It's a good job. This coming year, I have some cool plans for Spicy Monday, for this channel, and for sort of the ball we got rolling this year on having a hashtag that would allow people maybe to say some of the things they couldn't otherwise say. I'll round this video out just talking for a minute about why Spicy Monday and why I want you to participate next year and why you should be excited to participate next year. This whole Spicy Monday thing got started between me and Kyle Christensen bouncing posts off each other where we were saying some things that needed to be said, but a lot of people are uncomfortable saying. And now I've been doing that for years. I've been doing that for years in forums, in person, at my MSP, for my coaching clients, but I wasn't really doing it publicly. So this year, that was the first time to be doing that publicly with my name attached to it. And part of the idea behind all of this, there's a lot of you out there in the channel that are pretty smart. You may not be good at everything. In fact, given my list earlier, you probably suck at a lot of stuff, but you're good at some things. And you have perspective, you have experience, you have different ways to approach things, and you've identified things that could be improved, that need to be talked about. That can be uncomfortable sometimes. It can be uncomfortable to put your face and your name in front of a topic that is not really a topic anyone wants to talk about. And when you think about it, social media and the internet, what do we call it? The Instagram or the Facebook effect. You're only supposed to post the good things. You only post the good photos, the intelligent text, the Monday morning quarterbacking that lets you look right. It's a little bit more risky and uncomfortable to talk about everything else. And so ultimately, given that most of you are not as comfortable and as confident as me and are not willing to maybe just get up on a stage with a microphone and tell everybody in the audience they're fucking stupid, then we need something, a foil. We need an object. We need something to sit between you and the audience. And that is where the hashtag comes in. That is where Spicy Monday comes in. Spicy Monday is your safe zone, your excuse. If I want to get mad, I'm going to get mad at the hashtag, not at you. So that was really the whole motivation behind creating Spicy Monday, was to give people a chance to have something that started off a little bit as theatrical, get that ball rolling, allow other folks to jump on and say what they felt needed to be said, and then it was the hashtag's fault, not theirs, and that mental separation is usually enough for folks to say what they need to say. So if that's you and you haven't posted in 2024, well, 2025 is coming up. Make a New Year's resolution to suck less. Post about it on Spicy Monday. And if you've already been doing it in 2024, keep on doing it, my friends. I want to grow this thing. I want more and more people in our entire industry to feel comfortable sometimes saying the things out loud that need to be said that no one's saying, because that's the only way we move forward. I hope you all remember to read the fucking manual. Have an amazing end to 2024. I will see you in 2025 with new and improved spiciness, plus some special surprises. So keep your eyes peeled. Thank you, everybody. It's been a really fun year. And genuinely, I appreciate everybody who has explicitly and implicitly supported this whole Spicy Monday thing. It's a challenging thing to support, and I'm a challenging person to like. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of you who don't like me still supported it, and I thank you. And to all those people who do like me, I don't know what's wrong with you. You have terrible taste, but thank you as well. I hope we can continue growing this thing. Have a great year, everybody. I hope you hit your goals for the year, and if you didn't, you suck. Do better next year.